Welcome to Truth Talks. I'm your host, Pumela. Our guest today is Mr. Femi Odugbemi. He's an award-winning movie producer. He's a teacher of theater. He's a co-founder of IREP Film Festival. He is a member of Oscar Academy Award. Welcome to Truth Talks, Mr. Odugbemi.
Thank you, Pumela. Thanks for inviting me. Good to see you.
Likewise. Your background is in cinematography and also movie production. What inspired you?
I've always loved storytelling. I grew up in Lagos, where everywhere was there was a cinema somewhere.
Oh,
so
really?
We did basically three things in Lagos in those days. You played football on the streets and you watched movies. And then you played out what you saw in the movies. And funny enough, it used to be just Indian and Chinese films. Right. And I'm talking about, late 60s, early 70s. So for me, it was almost a given that I would be in some storytelling form.
Really?
I find that cinema, provides a platform for you to tell a story, for you to work with images, for you to create larger-than-life characters. It just brings everything together for me.
Right.
And so I did grow up in those days where, the Kodak camera was a big deal. And,
wow.
and my dad had got me one as well. So for me, I always knew I wanted to be a storyteller.
Okay.
And I wanted to work in film. So
what is your view on Nollywood and the movie production?
Oh, I think Nollywood is an amazing phenomenon for Nigeria. There are many countries, many nations where the young people are clearly talented but lack the entrepreneurial spirit to create something like Nollywood. Storytelling is part of our heritage, so if you can connect your generation next to storytelling, you really will create a new economy. And that's really what Nollywood has done.
It's about,
and I think that it does the work and the effort of all the young people that create Nollywood. It does the effort a great disservice when we don't recognize that they have come a long way. Nollywood is over 20 years old, and in that time, if you looked at what our films looked like some 20 years ago, and what the films look like now, then you've got to understand that two things are very clear. One is that Nollywood has become the narrative of Nigeria outside of Nigeria, which is a great thing. Our narrative used to be that we were corrupt and 419ers, and Nollywood changed that.
Right.
But beyond that, Nollywood became this place where Nigerians in the diaspora could connect with home. It was a place where we could educate our younger kids about tradition and culture and all the things that we ceased doing because of civilization.
Awesome. We'll be right back with Mr. Femi Odugbemi. Thank you so much for being a guest at
You're
Truth
welcome.
Talks.
It was my pleasure.
Okay, so remember, truth is not an option. It is your destiny. See you next time on Truth Talks.